Once again, in a Gran Turismo update, the stars of this update for making money in Gran Turismo 7 are not any of the headline cars, certainly not these electric cars. Now, the cure for electric cars in Gran Turismo 7 is just to use engine swap cars, and the one that's absolutely wild right now is this one. This is the KTM X-Bow, or X-Bow as probably some may call it. This is actually a fantastic car, and it always was a little bit down on power until you're able to strap in the Suzuki VGT Group 3 engine. This is a high revving, screaming monster of an engine, and we will be using this to dominate the World Touring Car 700 at Le Mans. A 30-minute race, a huge payout. As always guys, I will go over the full tune and build at the end of this video, but for now, let's see how we do it. For this race, you will need intermediate and wet tyres, in addition to the other things that we'll buy to make this car good, because sometimes this race does rain. But to run this race is a simple one-stop strategy. Straight away, move the MFD to the fuel map and change it to fuel map 6. We'll be using fuel map 6 for the whole race. That is going to get us 4 laps on a tank of fuel, and that is going to be the magic ticket to make this a one-stop strategy race. Now, this car is such a fantastic car to drive. It's very playful, it slides, it rotates nicely, really fun to drive. And if you're playing in PSVR 2, then it's another level of immersion, because the open cockpit, seeing the suspension work ahead of you, it's so immersive. Fantastic car for VR drivers, for sure. Oh, just looking at the inside, Tetra Rouge here. Getting on the gas on the exit. I think this car's better to short shift this car, drive it in manual gears. Not only do you get much more fuel efficiency, but I think it's more efficient for the power band to be shifting just as it comes into the rev range. And another great feature with this car is that on the dashboard over there, it was going to swing on the outside, you can see your absolute top speed that you reach during the race. 200 meter boards are where you're going to be braking for all of the big braking zones. Just about get it into the braking zone there, maybe a little bit late on the brakes there. Again, it's fun and playful to drive, and we did get 305 kilometers an hour top speed. I probably carried a bit too much into that chicane on the brakes there, so brake just before the 200 boards. The rest of these drivers in this race are pitting twice, so we are going to be dominating these guys without too much effort. 200 meter board is the second of the, well, it's the first of the small braking markers. It's the second braking marker as you drive past it. I'll show you it in the next lap. And this engine sounds incredible. Check from time to time the weather radar, because it can rain, and you need to make sure you make the right strategy call on the rain. We'll see how that goes in this particular race. Braking just at the arrow on the dotted line into Moore's End corner. I think it's best to keep it in second gear and let it just pull out the corner. You can downshift to first, but I think the car pulls nicely at slightly lower revs, and it just rips down the straights, making absolute mincemeat of all of the other Group 4 cars. Especially when we're getting a bit of slipstream as well. We're topping up that speed, just braking into Indianapolis down a gear. AI is going to absolutely send it. I don't know, no idea what their Lexus is doing. Absolute scenes. Where am I going? Oh, big send there. Block pass. Running out on the AstroTurf. So this is a 30-minute race. It doesn't really matter how fast you do it. You can't do it any faster than 30 minutes. So having a good time and enjoying the car that you're driving is a big part of it. Through the Porsche curves, braking a little bit early and downshifting to 4th gear to power through here is what you want to do. The car will just move around a little bit as you're on the gas and as you're letting off the throttle, but that just adds to the excitement of driving this car. for this part here, maybe just drop a gear to third gear and then into karting, get the car turned in nicely. Beautiful corner exit. Approaching the Suzuki now, we're going to try, I don't think we're getting on the brakes, so I'm going to go a little bit cautious on the brakes. Third gear through the first part, second gear through the second part. I did think about going for a move there, but it's going to let him stall up. And get the corner exit. Crossrun to open in 4:07, not a particularly fast lap, but it is in the region of, in a dry race, you will finish your 7 laps before the 30-minute timer, so you can just wait at the line. No reason to go for the 8th lap. AI can't do that, so you're going to win the race no matter what. And the goal with this race is just to win it in as close to 30 minutes as you can. And obviously have a great time doing it. And this car is absolutely that. The way it flows through the corners, the way it moves around on the gas and on the brakes, it's so much fun. 30 minutes of driving excitement, and it sounds incredible as well. This is the remedy for all of the EVs in Gran Turismo 7, a screaming V8 engine. I don't think we're going to beat our 305 kilometers an hour top speed. So right now we're looking for the big braking marker. It's a 200-meter board appearing on the left hand side. There it is, just after the lighter. Oh, that's close. I thought I was going to round the back of that Corvette then, but we got away with it. And when you do rev it out, it sounds incredible. There's so much variety with the way you can drive this car. So there's the Corvette done in the slipstream of the Dodge, and got the Dodge done. So the first big braking marker, we ignore that one. We look for the second one, the smaller one here, get on the brakes, and then all the way down to third gear for the first part. Continue to brake a little on it, and then second gear for the middle of the corner. And then smashing the throttle on exit. You can use some TC if you really wanted to, just to make it a little bit safer for yourself to drive. But it's a good car to learn the way the rear slides and just get a feel for it. The force feedback through this car actually works really nicely. And it looks like quite a nice day so far, so no rain in the air just yet. In fact, it's 5 PM. We can see that again on the dash of the car. Fantastic display there. And it also, I believe, maybe gives us temperature. Is that temperature at the bottom? 16 degrees? That's an interesting one. Stuff that the game doesn't actively show you on the dashboard, but we've got it on the dashboard of the car that we're driving. So yeah, that's the secret stuff in Gran Turismo 7, guys. Brake down one gear through Indianapolis, and then brake down all the gears to second. A little bit of slide on the corner exit, beautiful. We're playing with that throttle. And the dashboard has changed colour. Why has the dashboard changed colour? Does anyone know why the dashboard has changed colour? Is it to do with time of day? It's just gone 5:10 in the car. Could it be weather, light? Not sure. Anyway, on the brakes, down 2 gears here into 4th gear through the first part of Porsche curves. Getting on the gas and feeling the car slide. Tyre wear in this car on the racing hard tyres is fantastic. It really barely wears the tyres at all. If it's a dry race, maybe you could do it without a tyre change, but I think it's just better to change tyres just to make sure. A little bit off camber this corner. Can be a tricky one. And we're looking super good on fuel, so we're about to finish our second lap and we've still got 2.9 laps of fuel remaining. A 5-lap session could be possible with a bit of fuel saving, a little bit more short shifting perhaps. There's a quick check of the weather radar. So there might be some rain coming in. I'm going to keep an eye on that radar. Other people have to pit because they don't have the same fuel efficiency that we have. Down to second gear for the first set of corners, cutting that corner nicely. Sliding on exit, absolutely fantastic. Now it looks like we might get wet in this one, guys. No roof on the car, no windscreen, and there might be a little bit of rain, so we'll keep an eye on the rain. Unless it gets super wet, we might be okay on the racing hard tyres. Oh, fantastic corner exit. So it's gone super dark. The dashboard must be related to the darkness. It started out a lovely day now, and it's not looking good. But this is the fantastic thing with Gran Turismo 7's dynamic weather is so good. Although I've got to say, guys, Le Mans Ultimates, that dynamic weather is good. Certainly the lighting and the way it changes with the clouds. All the way down to third for the first part, second in the middle. Rolling on that throttle, and we're up by 0.031, so very consistent lap times. 4:05 was the last lap time. I don't know if we're going to get any rain or not. It's certainly dark enough. It's started lovely and sunny, but we're dark now. So at the second braking marker. Third gear into the first part, second in the middle, same as the first chicane, just almost in the opposite direction. So 20 minutes gone, 1/3 race distance, and we have 11 seconds on second place. And if we're going to get the rain, it should be coming now. Keep a lookout for raindrops on the bodywork of the car. There's no window wiper to see. It's that kind of cloudiness. No actual rain maybe. So we could definitely have to go one more, I think, certainly on fuel, which is a huge advantage with the way this car works on fuel efficiency. Biting it up on corner exit. Nervous about those darker blue drops on the radar. That's normally when the rain comes. They're not particularly big, are they? I think we're going to go one more on fuel, guys. Let's see how this one plays out. I mean, we've got so much pace over everybody in this race, we can just cruise it around, even if it does get really wet. Very, very hazy. The helicopters in the sky, can barely see the Ferris wheel in the distance. I'm going to go one more. Let's risk it. Third gear through the first part. Downshift to second, bouncing those curbs. This car will take it. Oh, I think I might have made a mistake. Looking at that blue, oh, it's coming in. This could be a sketchy. So it is raining. I can see the windscreen. Yeah, it's raining. Probably could have been in the pits then, but let's see how we get on. This is going to really test the car's driving and performance. Oh god. Okay, if we don't go into the middle, the middle third. Oh, I can hear the rain coming down really hard. This is bad. Okay. This is going to be a bit sketchy. So we're getting wet now, guys. We're definitely on the wrong tyres for the conditions, so we're going to use a bit of caution. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at the weather radar. There's green rain coming as well. Yeah. I've made a massive mistake here. Everybody's pitted except me. So much so, I'm going to actually just back off at 300 meters. Oh boy, this is a case of surviving now. This has gone absolutely terribly. or even like at that slow speed, I've not got any grip at all. Oh, it's like, oh, I can feel it slipping. You know what, I'm going to add some TC in the wet. Oh, even with TC, it's still slipping. As long as we don't have standing water, we might get away with it. Oh, here comes the rain again. Right, so I'm literally going to break it like 500 meters to the corner. Because once it locks up in the wet, you have literally no control. You're saying, oh, some mega yellow rain coming. Ah. Oh, this could be bad. Damn. Oh, God. Yeah, I've absolutely screwed this one up. The rain comes in so fast. Oh, I've got standing water now. This is... yeah. Oh, don't make this mistake, guys. Keep an eye on that weather radar. If you are thinking there's some rain coming, then do it. Right, I'm going to brake like super early. I can just feel it locking, even like braking really, really early. This is the slowest I think I've come into this corner before, and I can just feel it understeering even now. So, we'll even with the TC on, we're lighting up the tyres. There's so much water, and then the rain flipping stops. What tyres do I put on the pit stop, guys? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking I'm going to be putting on intermediates just because it's... oh, big loss. That's how slippery it can be. And we just literally... oh my God. Oh wow, that's how slippery it can be. Oh, get around. There we go. And then the sun's come out now. What a joke. I can't get the car going. Yeah, the track is so wet. It's not suited to these tyres at all. Now the car would drive good if it had the right tyres on it, but with these racing hard tyres, it's an absolute joke. So for sure I'm going to put intermediates on when I get around to the pits eventually. Now the sun's out. Oh, do I stay on hard tyres? Oh, the sun's back out again. The flipping dash on the car's changed. Oh God, the dash on the car's changed back. Okay, so into Porsche curves. I'm going to start braking now, which is about 400 meters before my usual braking point. Even then it doesn't steer. Oh, slide. I think Inters it's got to be. Only 1 minute 16 off my personal best lap time. Oh, it just won't steer. Oh God. Yeah, so I definitely should have been in one lap earlier on tyres, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. I don't squeeze the throttle anymore, and just even with TC on 3, oh yeah, just squirming around. Now the pit lane will be wet. Finally made it to the pits, and this is exactly why we need wet weather tyres. We're going to put racing intermediate tyres on. The track is going to dry out, so I guess in another lap or so it might be back on the racing hard tyres, but the intermediates should be good. I'm going to put a full tank of fuel in, so that should get me to the end of the race. And guys, as always on the pit stops, if you want anything from GT Omega, then I've got an exclusive discount code for you. Just here, CD5 is a discount code. We'll get you 5% off anything at GT Omega. Go and check it out. I've got the RS6 seat, my classic wheel stand, rear seat frame, but anything you want for your sim racing setup, they've got you covered. So intermediate tyres are going on, even though the graphic doesn't show intermediate tyres. Just a small detail there. So we are probably going to be in traffic when we come out. and the track is still, it's wet enough for these tyres. So we're still ahead of everybody in this race, even that absolutely shocking lap. I guess other people also suffered in that super wet conditions. So now we're on the right tyres for the track conditions. The car is absolutely on fire again. The car just moves around nicely, playful, gives it that engaging driving feel. I think for the next lap it's going to be back to flipping hard tyres. But it is what it is. He's going to be on the right tyres for the right track. That could be a track limits infringement there. Are we going to get away with it? It looks like we are. So somehow, with all of that chaos of that crazy lap, we are still 10 seconds in the lead of this race. So that's how good this car is on fuel efficiency and just running when it's in the dry conditions. Right tyre for the right track. And just launching out the corner. Absolutely dialed this car. So I think by the time we get round to the pits again, it could be a dry tyres track, and I don't know whether just to finish out this race on the intermediates. And this is kind of the fun with this race. There's no actual pattern to this, the weather conditions. It can rain, it can be dry, it stays wet under the trees in the shadows. It's so good the way the dynamic works in Gran Turismo 7. The dynamic weather is incredible. And that's what keeps this race fresh and fun. Gran Turismo 7 is quite old now, it's over 3 years old. And I think a lot of people are just looking for ways to keep it fun and earn some good money, and the Le Mans World Touring Car 700 is a really good way to do that. So I don't think I'm going to be close to 30 minutes on this particular playthrough. We've got 8 minutes to go. I'm not going to do 2 laps in that time. It could be close. We'll see. We'll see how close to 30 minutes we can get. But that long lap really didn't help us at all. And yet the sun is definitely coming out now. It is 7:35 in the evening, local time. Tyre wear might be okay. This car is good on tyres, but the intermediate tyres on a dry track do definitely suffer. They don't last very long at all. Now I don't really know if you can actually just keep finding the wet parts of the track to keep the tyres cool. I've not actively seen that. I've not been able to prove that that actually works. Maybe that's a future video, guys. Let me know if you'd like me to try and test that one. I think that in itself would be a difficult thing to test, but I'm certainly willing to try if it's going to help you out. Okay. Approaching the forward chicane, and yeah, I think we're going to be about 45 seconds to a minute down on the absolute best 30 minutes exactly time that we could achieve. So it's going to be this lap and then one more. We'll see what lap times we can get. We could really push up the fuel mixture because we are going to be way easy on fuel. And then the drivers behind are pitting off of their wet tyres. I guess pitting for fuel. In fact, we're going to send it to maximum on the fuel usage because we should have an excess of fuel. That's going to make things a little bit more challenging for the way it delivers its power, just because it can have more power, but that will keep things fun. Let's see what top speed we can get on the straight. Oh, that's a bit deep on the, what do they call there? Could get a track limits penalty for that, and we do. Not that it really matters. So ripping through up to a ridiculous top speed, 310 I think we're going to top out at. And earlier on the brakes I'm going to get, that's probably a bit too early, 314 on the dashboard there, so oh, the dry line definitely appeared. Absolutely ripping with the full power in this car. Sounds incredible. We might run out of tyres on the 7th lap. Get the car stopped. The dry line's definitely there now. Oh, still wet under the trees. Very wet under the trees. The way the track just has different wetness all around it is fantastic. And I might just do one pit stop. A little bit wetter there. Get the car stopped. Launching the car on corner exit, ripping it through those gears. What a fantastic car to drive. Absolutely mad. When it's fully de-restricted with the full power map, it's wild. I'm not sure I'm going to make it on tyres. I think the power going through those rear tyres, you're just going to destroy them by the time we finish. So I think I'm going to do a safety pit stop just to make sure we don't absolutely destroy those tyres. In fact, I can feel them starting to slide already, so tyre wear is a problem on the intermediate tyres on a dry track. The amount of power this car's got, and yeah, the tyres are almost dead. I'm not going to make another lap, so I'm going to go for some racing hard tyres. I'm not going to bother putting any fuel in because I think we're good for fuel. Oh, pit lane is wet. Need to be careful when I exit pits. So I'm going to put a set of racing hard tyres on. I'm not going to put any fuel in the car. So this has been a chaotic race. This isn't a great example of how to do the race, but sometimes you just get these random rain races where things just go to shit and it's difficult, which is part of the fun. So the guys are ready. I want to put some racing hard tyres on. It takes a long time to get through the box, so I think we're going to be a few minutes behind our schedule. On a completely dry race, I have done this before in exactly 30 minutes. I got to the line and had to wait, as you do on the 7th lap. So it is possible to be super fast with this, but the weather plays an effect. And wow, okay, we're still going to get on the dry part of the track. Okay, we've got some grip now. And then other people pitting for switching to dry tyres as well because of the way the track has just dried out so incredibly fast. This is one of the more random races I've done, and I absolutely love it. Now it's a challenge on this track because we've got the dry line which our tyres work on, and then either side of the dry line is the wet part of the track, and the racing slick tyres don't work on the wet track. So stay on the light grey stuff and we're good. Just ringing the car out down this straight here. I'm going to look for the 200 board, go just before the 200 board because I'm on the fast fuel mixture. 316 kilometers an hour in the end. That is fast. When you just let it go and just let it rev to the maximum, I think it revs to like 12,000 RPM. Mad, absolutely mad. But I think it is quicker to short shift, unfortunately, so revving it out isn't going to be the fastest way around the track. So just before the 200 board again, third gear, and then second for the middle part. It's going to be wet under the trees here. A little bit of moisture. And the racing line is starting to dry out there, so that's good to go. And this car absolutely rips. So this is the last lap of the race. I'm going to be about 2 minutes from the finish in the shadow. So it is almost 9 o'clock at night. Must be summertime because the sun is still quite high in the sky for being 9 o'clock at night local time. So I think it's gone up to 18 degrees, so after that the shower and the sun's come out, it has warmed up the air a little bit. Oh, that was a bit fast into there. Oh, I'm on the wet part of the track. Oh, this is bad. And that is a prime example about respecting the dry part of the track. As soon as I got on the wet part, absolutely zero grip. Not that it really matters, I'm miles ahead of everybody in this race. Again, not wanting to stop. I think that's got dirt on the tyres. A little bit of wetness there in the shadow of the trees. What a treacherous track this can be in the changeable conditions. Just going to carry fourth gear through here, probably just a little bit slower than I would normally do. I also carried more speed into Indianapolis as well because I'm on the high fuel, the fuel mixture, the power mixture. So it looks like for a 3-lap stint you can just whack it onto fuel mixture 1 for 2 of those laps. On the 4-lap stint, oh yeah, oh, the car nearly killed me then. On the wet curb then. Absolutely fantastic car driving. It's just so engaging, it's just so alive. Revving it out to finish and across the line. So we are going to get that done. I think 32 minutes maybe was the time, 31:47. Even with an absolute disastrous race, I'm only 1 minute 47 off of the absolute fastest you can do this race in. And of course we get the huge 825,000 credits payout, and that's because we get the clean race bonus, which is almost impossible to lose at Le Mans. That is the best thing about Le Mans, always getting a clean race bonus. And now here is the tuning for this car. So heading over to detailed settings. So this is the KTM X-Bow. It's a mid-engine rear drive turbocharged car with a Suzuki V8 VGT Group 3 engine in it. It's available from GT Auto. Do the engine swap there. I think it's 325,000 credits and you're good to go. Absolutely fantastic engine. So this is my 700 pp tune. I'm using the racing hard tyres front and rear. That's what you use for the majority of the time. You will need the intermediates and the wets just in case during the race. We've got the fully customizable suspension. Body height is 60 at the front, 66 at the rear. All of these settings here, you can change and tune these settings. I've got a full guide covered in this on my website. Go and check out doubtinator.com. Links will be in the description below. There's a free PDF download that I can provide for you, which tells you what every single one of these settings do and how you may want to change them. I also have the settings cheat sheet, which gives you an indication as to how you want to cure understeer, cure oversteer, which things you should change first, to tune the car to be exactly how you want it to be. If you wanted more rear grip, for example, you can soften off of all these numbers, just make them a little bit lower. That will get you more rear grip. Everything is covered there on my website. Go and check that out. But here are the numbers on screen for my base setup recommendations. The differential is the fully customizable differential, and the initial torque is set to 5, acceleration sensitivity is to 25, and the braking sensitivity is number 5. I am using the fully customizable racing transmission, and then I manually set it to 200. Because this is such a high revving engine, you need a lower transmission ratio to allow it to work here are the manual adjustments for the gears. I don't change these at all, but if you get lost, feel free to copy these numbers and go from there. I've got the power restrictor set to 94%. I've got 195 kilograms of ballast and minus 50 on the ballast positioning, so all the way to the front. The output adjust for the fully customizable ECU is set to 100. Downforce is not tunable, so it's the default 200 and 300. I do not have any extra turbocharger installed. I'm using the racing brakes, the racing brake pads. The brake balance controller is installed and I've got it set to 0, but that gives you a window of opportunity to play with the car the way it drives, and I did not add the body rigidity. I don't think that is essential. So here is the full tune for this car. It's fantastic. It's a great money maker, and one of the standout engine swaps from update 1.6. If you want to know all the other money making methods right now in Gran Turismo 7, check out this video on screen right now. That's going to cover every single money making video that's still actively relevant, so go and check it out, and I'll catch you in the next one.